What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing a Raw recap. We started off with Ronda Rousey coming out to the ring. She takes credit for the headlining of the triple threat match at Wrestlemania, says she'll tap out Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and then calls the Beat the Clock challenge some BS gimmick. Becky Lynch comes out. She says that she made Ronda Rousey relevant and that she'll win at WrestleMania. Then, of course, we have to complete the trifecta with Charlotte Flair coming out. She says Becky and Ronda, blah, 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 so much noise. I kind of agree with this whole segment, and says that she's the reason they're headlining WrestleMania.
Bruh.
Okay, alright, whatever. We now go to our Beat the Clock challenge. Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky versus the the Riot Squad. We start off with Ronda Rousey versus Sarah Logan. Rousey beats Logan in 1:25 with an armbar. Next is Ruby Riott versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair locks into figure 8, but wasn't able to beat the clock. So then we have Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Before the match, Charlotte Flair boots Becky Lynch in the face. This, however, doesn't stop Becky Lynch from pinning Liv Morgan with 7 seconds left to spare.
What the fuck?
I don't know exactly where this was going, but apparently next week we're going to have Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch teaming up to go against the Riot Squad again. Can't wait to see that match. We then have Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush in a handicap match. If Finn Balor wins, he gets a match against Bobby Lashley for the IC title. Lio Rush comes out and says that he's not medically cleared to compete and that he's going to be replaced by Jinder Mahal. This is pretty much a waste. Jinder Mahal was there to eat the pin. Finn Balor hit him with the coup de grace. He wins. Okay, next. We then have Aleister Black and Ricochet versus The Revival in a non-title match. This was an okay match. Aleister Black hit the Black Mass kick on Dash Wilder and Ricochet hit the 630 and got the pin. Like I said, it was an okay match. I was really high up on these call-ups, but being that they're now being shoved in our faces more than a rock song on DC 101, they're kind of growing a little old. Then we got Drew McIntyre coming out, waiting for his answer from Roman Reigns. We then have a recap of 2 weeks ago when Drew McIntyre laid out Reigns. After a ton of jaw-jacking from Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns finally comes out. He says that he accepts the challenge and don't ever mention his family again. He lays out Drew McIntyre. He beats him up for a little bit, but then gets his nuts racked by a low blow from McIntyre and then gets leveled with a Claymore kick. Backstage, we find out that Drew McIntyre is going to be going up against Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match.
What?
Can't wait to see that one. We then have Sasha Banks versus Natalya with Beth Phoenix and Bayley at ringside. This is an match. Tamina and Nia Jax come running in, attack Bayley and Sasha Banks, which causes a disqualification. Then Beth Phoenix beats up both Tamina and Nia Jax. It's then later announced that the Hart Foundation will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is cool. I always liked the Hart Foundation. They were a pretty good tag team back in the 80s. We then have a moment of sleep with Alexa Bliss. She introduces her guest, Braun Strowman, and on the Titantron we have Colin Yost and Michael Che. Yost and Che do absolutely nothing but piss off Braun Strowman. This all culminates in Che and Yost being in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh, for God's sake.
We then have Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. Again. 50-50 booking strikes again. Baron Corbin wins after an end of days. Okay. Seth Rollins comes out and he talks about his match at WrestleMania. Just as he's starting to end his promo, Paul Heyman comes out. He wastes a whole bunch of time running down Seth Rollins. As Paul Heyman starts to leave, Seth Rollins chases him down and tells Paul Heyman he's going to be burning down Suplex City. We have another stop in the Kurt Angle Retirement Express. Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. In a match, Kurt Angle wins it. Triple H comes out to address everything that Batista said last week. He pulls out a letter from Batista's lawyer. He rambles on a bit.
And to make a long story short, too late.
Batista wants Triple H to put his career on the line at WrestleMania. Okay. We then come to our main event, Drew McIntyre versus Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match. Since tonight's show has been so stellar, we're just following through with this. It's another match. Drew McIntyre has most of the offense. Dean Ambrose tries to fight back, but ends up eating a Claymore kick and is not able to answer the 10 count, so Drew McIntyre wins. Somehow I think we're going to have Drew McIntyre running roughshod on everybody up until WrestleMania until he meets Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns is going to nail him out. Drew McIntyre celebrates on the top rope as we close tonight's Raw. This was another painful Raw to watch. I think really there was one match that was actually somewhat decent, and that was the Revival, Aleister Black and Ricochet match. And even in that match, I'm kind of growing old when it comes to Aleister Black and Ricochet. But I will say this, we did not have a Lacey Evans drive-by. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back tomorrow for the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.